and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, hope you enjoyed that brief break, that short, brutal OST, as we have returned with the second series of the broadcast. We return with another TVP, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Team Liquid. It is MaNa. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Italian Terran player. We have the red Terran. It, for Streamer Zone, is BabyMarine. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat as we jump into our TVP. Aye. And again, coming into this, MaNa is going to be a heftier name. Is going to be, I would say, maybe even favorite here. I say maybe because BabyMarine, I didn't even get to talk about it, but he popped off. He popped off over the weekend at Homestar Cup 27. He actually had a really good showing, and he even outperformed Spirit. Spirit was coming in as a favorite player to make it out in second place in the group stage, second alongside Showtime. But BabyMarine, he had again a really impressive showing. He's been improving a lot over time over the past couple of months, and it was BabyMarine that made it through instead. It was crazy. It was impressive. And we'll see if he can replicate that success here and now once again during the Fusion Esports League qualifiers. During FEL. For now, once again, double gas opener. Now, we've already seen this lead into two different builds, and there's many more. There's many more where that came from. In game one in the last series, we saw BabyMarine open up and go into a Widowmine drop, into early tank production, into an early tank push. Game two, we saw this lead into an early tech lab, into add-on swap, into Banshee. This can lead into more committed mine drops. This can lead into Cyclone production, Widowmine drop play, tank drop as well, or even standard play with a mine drop into a natural, into a third base, into everything standard. So we'll see how BabyMarine does approach this. For now, that is a very fast tech lab. He's opening up Cyclone, or at least it looks to be. So it's going to be, I believe he went Reaper. Yeah, Reaper first into tech lab, into, I would imagine, add-on swap, into Cyclone production. Yep, there we go. There's the add-on swap. So really fast Cyclone play out of BabyMarine. So already he does mix it up once again. Reaper pulls away. Tech lab is set. And Cyclone production has begun. Now, this might just be a singular Cyclone just to be safe and just to be secure. Otherwise, we could actually commit into additional Cyclones. Likewise, could just be one Cyclone, then into tank production, into early drop play. BabyMarine has options. For now, Twilight Council opener out of MaNa. As he does get a full scout, does get eyes on the initial Cyclone, so it's going to be Cyclone first into Widow Mines. Okay. Not a second Cyclone, not a tank. Going for a mine drop. Ideally, you do use this Cyclone to hide the build. Oh my god, we're rushing into an early armory. Okay, and now suddenly this makes more sense here. Cyclone into Widow Mine, into what? Into what looks to be Drilling Claws. For those that are curious, in the current patch, unlike in previous patches, you do require the armory as a prerequisite to actually start researching Drilling Claws. So Drilling Claws is put behind the armory, assuming that's what we're going for. The other option here, which would be crazy, would be like a Thor drop, which, I mean, no shot BabyMarine whips out a Thor drop. No shot? What are we doing? MaNa checking his vision. He did see the armor. He knows. He did scout. MaNa is aware. There we go. There we go. Drilling Claws on the way. MaNa with interception. He's ready. He's in position. Oh no! Oh, where's the boost? Does not boost away in time. Oof. And with that, I'm loving the use of hallucinations here as well. Baits out the mine shots. Baits out one. Baits out the others. Oh god! Ooh, almost baits out the other. Bit of miscontrol there by MaNa. He got a little bit too excited. Yeah, MaNa got too excited. Both Widow Mines go down. We're still researching Drilling Claws, by the way, even though there are 0 Widow Mines. Like, there are no Widow Mines left. Are we just going to go back into mine production? No shot we let this finish. No shot. As MaNa's counterattacking behind this is expanding, he does a 3-gate setup here. Yeah, 3 gateways, blinks into the natural, takes down the first tank. Bunker is not done. Again, because of the mine production, that's why tank production was delayed. And MaNa, he's just abusing BabyMarine here. Taking down more SCVs, taking down Marines as well. Nice trades here from MaNa. Yeah, oh god, the blink control is insane. Oh my god. Yeah, blinks away, we'll lose one. We'll lose one Stalker in the end, and only one Stalker. Very nice control here, very nice harassment, aggression, punishment even from MaNa. Punishing the failed mine drop. That's why the tank was delayed. That's why the tank was exposed. That's why everything was delayed. And what did he get done? He got a tank. He got 7 SCVs. He got 6 Marines. And MaNa's just all over BabyMarine. And blinking into the main base. Tank is out of position. Stim is going to be denied. Oh, God, God. Este MaNa. He's like, respect your elders. Knocking down the next generation, Pat. Yeah. BabyMarine, he's like 12 years old, right? He's like, he's like 19 or something. But MaNa having his way with him dropping down to the low ground, picking up more SCVs, tanks out of position. Again, just running rings around BabyMarine. Does pull out behind this. Again, just freely saturating on 3 bases. Just settling in. Charge on the way. We have +1 on the way as well. BabyMarine, he wanted to clap. Did he finish Drilling Claws? He did. Okay. And to be fair, he is going back into mine drops. We have Medevacs on the way. We have Widow Mines in production. So going back into delayed mine drop play. Let's go. MaNa dropping in. He wants a tank. This is a little bit ambitious. He will get the tank at a cost. At a cost here. Stalkers, well, 1 Stalker goes down. Oof. I'm blinking on the army. He's gonna lose everything. He will lose these Stalkers. Again, that was a crazy blink. 1 Stalker survives. Zealots, they have to push forward. Yeah, this is not really worth it for MaNa. I mean, he's gonna bleed out everything here. I mean, sure, he got the tank, but again, that was a really bold blink. BabyMarine, he holds. Oh god. And MaNa, he's I think he's being a little bit overly aggressive here, getting into the mineral line. But the SimCity's on point. Yeah, forcing a recall. Like, this has been wasteful. MaNa throwing away a lot of units. Throw away 6 Stalkers, 13 Zealots for what? For 1 tank. 1 tank and 5 SCVs. Like, that is not worth it. So better trades here from BabyMarine. And again, MaNa, he's just getting too excited. Like, he was ahead, he was dealing better damage, but we got to calm down, Pat. We got to calm down. And I'm loving this counter attack. Yeah, we just pull the boys. Remember, MaNa just threw away so much supply. He threw away 6 Stalkers and 13 Zealots, and now suddenly, I mean, now is the time, and now it's go time. It's all or nothing here for BabyMarine. The Colossus has arrived. Prism's on the fire. Prism getting very low. And despite losing so much supply across the map, MaNa, he's just too far ahead. Yeah, he's too far ahead. Nice juggling, nice control. Mine shots going off. Oof, connects with the Colossus. But the Colossus survives, and this is going to be the last push here from BabyMarine. GG gets called, and MaNa, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. MaNa, he will take a lead in the series. Again, a strong early to mid game here from MaNa. Again, he was a little bit wasteful towards the end of the game, but he was just getting a little bit too excited and a little bit too aggressive, and he was bleeding out a lot of gateway units. But he was far enough ahead where he could get away with that. It was far enough ahead. And again, BabyMarine, he had to go for the all-in. He had to pull the boys. He was just in a really brutal position there. GG, well played. MaNa takes a lead. Yo, just catching him in the chat. Do you see Ledlix? ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos, bienvenidos. See Ledlix. Legiot as well. Easy Feel, I Stan. Babylings, catch him as well. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Good to see you all. But again, shout out to Ledlix. He's also competing in today's tournament. I believe he's down waiting in the lower bracket, waiting for his next opponent. Waiting for the loser of Spirit Series, I think. No, sorry, of Fiant and Sebestus. That's it. So best of luck, Pappy. Best of luck in your next match. Wish you well. So getting into game number 2. Oh boy. Getting into game 2. And I'm hoping for a back and forth. Personally, I'm hoping for the ace match. But even before that, winding it back, I mean, BabyMarine, again, he was having a little bit too much fun, I feel like, with his build. Rushing into an armory and rushing into drilling claws and a drilling claw mine drop is, it's a crazy build. It's a very memey build, and it's often not seen at this level of play, just because it requires a lot of setup and it's easier to scout, and yeah, it's crazy. But here we go. Let's go, baby, let's go. As we're getting into game number 2 and spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tokamak, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Team Liquid, leading the series 1-0. It is MaNa. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the Italian Terran player. We have the red Terran representing Streamer Zone. Down in the series, we'll see if he can bounce back. We'll see if he can force the ace match. It is BabyMarine. Let's go. Here we go. As once again, double gas. Every game so far in today's broadcast, BabyMarine, he's going for a double gas opener, and every game he's done something different. True. True. We had the early tank push in game 1 against Hydra. We had the cloak banshee in game 2 against Hydra, and game 1 against MaNa, we had the committed armory into drilling claws. That's a crazy. And we'll see if we have something else to bring to the table here. And again, BabyMarine, he has options. Has a lot of options here, opening up double gas. As it is a very tech-heavy start with the extra gases. Go factories on the way. Last game we went Reaper into Tech Lab into add-on swap into early Cyclone. We'll see if we go for an early add-on again on that Rax. As the Reaper's coming at first. And Reaper into Reactor, not Tech Lab. Okay, so this time we're not rushing into any kind of early Cyclone production. This could be Reactor to Reaper Hellion. True. And we could commit a little bit harder here into Reaper Hellion. Welcome to Tokamak. Before I get ahead of myself, Tokamak, of course, is one of the larger maps in the map pool. Larger map, longer resistance by ground, more defendable here, which is why, if you recall, we were theorizing that BabyMarine would go Banshees in the last series. I lean on that here as well. For now, ooh, no Hellion, so Reacted Marine into Mine Drop, into Starport, and we'll see if we go into a Tech Lab after the first 2 Wooden Mines. Right now we're preserving that gas, and we'll see where it's going to be spent, or we're going to commit, I should say. Meanwhile, Twilight Council opener out of MaNa does open up Blink. Hallucinations moving out, and he will get eyes on the add-ons, or lack of add-ons. Tells me about Hellion? Wait, what? Single Widowmine into Hellion. Interesting. The hallucination gets a full scout of both bases. Hellion fans out for some scout information. Tech Lab is on the way. Hallucination does confirm. Now, this could just be for tank production, or this could be medevac into add-on swap into Banshee. Yep, there it is. Medevac into add-on swap into Banshee. Let's go. This is very similar to what we saw in game 2, or the last time we saw BabyMarine on this map against Hydra. Very similar. So here comes the drop. Here comes the Cloak Banshee. Everything gets scattered by hallucination. MaNa sees everything he needs to. And again, there's just a higher chance to see Banshee play on Tokamak. But MaNa, he confirms. Oh. Now, because MaNa saw everything, we cancel Cloak. We start tank production. I do appreciate that Cloak has been cancelled. Robo's on the way as a response to get into detection. Oh, drop is deflected. And BabyMarine, he respects MaNa enough to cancel Cloak. To not commit. To not overextend. So BabyMarine is looking for another way in. Oh! Now getting caught out, has to pull away. When it comes to Banshee production, just one Banshee into Raven. And again, the reason why he's not making a second Banshee is because he's respecting MaNa enough to know that if he commits too hard, he's going to be shut down, because MaNa scouted. Banshee is revealed. MaNa does rotate. There's still a drop here towards the main. So BabyMarine, he can still try to pull MaNa apart. He's pushing through the center as well. Again, pushing without Sim. Does move out without Sim. MaNa does run into the army. So we have a tri-pronged attack. We have Banshee towards the natural. We have drop towards the main. And we have the main army right down the center. And we'll see if MaNa can keep up. Oh, boys being pulled away. Mine shot does go up on a probe. Yeah, what a mine does on burrow. Probes are being targeted down. Oof, shot goes off. So far, some okay damage here as the medevac does get away, just barely. Medevac gets away. Main army still pushing forward. Catching a stalker. In total, 1 stalker and 4 probe kills. Nothing major. Mainly, I would say lost mining time. Lost mining time in the main base. Did the Banshee go down? The Banshee survived. Alright, it's right there. Banshee's still alive. BabyMarine, he does push. Remember, he's moving out without stim, so this is just a really early, dedicated move out here by BabyMarine. The goal here is to sneak up on the third. Little does he know, third base is taken at the triangular location. Checking his vision, he doesn't know. Yeah, he hasn't seen. So basically, he's sneaking up on what should be a nexus to knock it down, but there's no base. There's no base, at least not here. It's in the other location. Tanks lay siege. And MaNa does spot the army. Can he engage ahead of time? Yeah, not quite. Tanks are slowly pushing towards the natural. They shut down one of the shield batteries. Not bad. And we'll see if he can get on top of the robo. See what he can achieve. More reinforcements on the way. Stim is halfway done. Charge is not ready, and we are throwing away some supply here. Supply is being thrown away. Here comes the next wave. Getting a couple of probes as well. Not bad. 3 frames going down. MaNa trying to catch reinforcements. He gets caught instead. Yeah, he's getting caught out. Does go for the dive. Tanks are going to be falling. Again, he doesn't have charge, but he has Storm. Yeah, he did have that Storm. Cleans up the army, and he's going to clean everything up, actually. There's no defending this. There's no surviving this. BabyMarine, he will not get out. There's no medevacs. Yeah, there's no way to evacuate. And BabyMarine, he will lose everything. And again, he was so dedicated. We spoke about that. How many tanks? Well, that was 4 tanks. Yeah, those 4 tanks in total. Now there is 0 tanks to defend. Oh no! Blinks in. Takes some matchups to the base. A Storm pops up. And MaNa, he's here to end it. He's here to end the game. He's here to snowball out of control. Another Storm. And again, down to 4 Marauders. Boys are being pulled. They have to be. Marauders being targeted down. There's 1 Marauder left. And the reason why this counterattack is doing so much damage is because BabyMarine, he just lost 4 tanks. He just lost 4 tanks across the map. It was not worth it. Not at all. Scan reveals saturation at the 3rd. BabyMarine, it's just sinking in. Here come the storms. Oh god. The storms. GG gets called, and MaNa, he will overwhelm. He will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the upper bracket semi-finals. GG. Whew, GG, well played, MaNa. He will claim the series here. Again, BabyMarine, he was just a little bit overly aggressive here in game number 2. He got scattered early on, so he was denied the Banshee play, but he committed with 4 tanks across the map with a bunch of Marines. And remember, the goal initially was to deny the 3rd. He wanted to knock down the 3rd base, but there was no 3rd, or it was in another location, so he had to, he made the decision to keep pushing, to try to keep pushing into the natural. It was a bold move. It's harder to push into the natural here, especially on Tokamak, and we saw that he was surrounded, he was shut down, he was cleaned up. Whether it was going to be with Charge or with Storm, either one there, MaNa was able to break out and break the army with that snowball into a win. GG. GG, well played with that. Congratulations, MaNa. He will claim the series, and he already has his next opponent waiting for him. If you recall, he already has his next opponent. It is going to be a PvP between MaNa and Cristiano. Let's go.